Hello, my name is Tracy Switek, and I'm here today at Golden Law Farms, which is located in Jacksonville, North Carolina, with my incredibly special friend, Zippin' Two's last Angel. Angel has graciously agreed to assist me today with my presentation for a research study investigating what the optimal number of sessions of equine-assisted psychotherapy, or EAP, would produce an effective reduction in the symptoms of post-traumatic stress disorder, or PTSD, in veterans. To Statistia.com, in 2021, about 75% of all veterans and active duty service members reported that they have experienced PTSD as a result of their military service. You may be wondering why I've chosen this topic to investigate. Well, there are several things that I am passionate about. First is my faith in God. He has always been with me through the good times as well as the bad, and I want to share this faith with others, fulfilling the Great Commission. Another area that I am passionate about is our country's military service members and veterans. As the wife, mother, mother-in-law, and grandmother of current and veteran service members, I see the need for these brave men and women to receive the necessary care that they deserve for sacrificing their lives in the defense of this great country. These brave patriots are what made this country great. Finally is my love of horses. I have owned, bred, trained, and showed them since I was 7 years old when I received my first pony. Horses are incredibly unique animals and are a lot like people. They can be introverted or extroverted. They can provide friendship to those who feel alone or have self-esteem issues. Plus, they are very honest. They will let you know when they are displeased with you or if they do not like you. Horses are very loyal to their partners and will go out of their way to protect them. As you can see by these photos, they are also very compassionate, empathetic, and intuitive. The horse in these pictures was a stallion that I had raised who was just loose in the yard grazing when he realized that my husband, who was not feeling very well that day, was sitting in a chair in the yard too. By his own volition, he walks up behind him and places his head over his shoulder as if to give him a hug. Now, I must point out that this horse was my personal horse that I used to ride, and his demeanor is not like other stallions. In addition, and just so you know, my husband does not ride, and he doesn't do anything with them like grooming or leading them around. He only helps out with regular barn chores like cleaning the stalls or feeding them when he is at home. That is why these photos exemplify these qualities that are what makes the horse-human bond so special. For many years before horses were used in the various therapy programs that exist today, I could see the potential to use horses in order to help people with the various problems that they encounter on a daily basis. Thankfully today, equine-assisted therapies are growing rapidly. After studying the research literature that has been amassed over the past 20+ years, I discovered a gap that has been cited in the literature discussing the fact that there needs to be a standardized number of sessions of equine-assisted psychotherapy in order for its effectiveness to be reproduced and generalized across many types of mental health disorders. This wide range in the number of sessions that are currently being utilized can be seen in this chart. The purpose of this study is to investigate what the optimal number of equine-assisted psychotherapy sessions would be sufficient in order to show a reduction in the severity of symptoms of PTSD in veterans. In studies by Nagrath, 2020, Marchand et al., 2021, Zhu et al., 2020, Lack, 2014, and Romanuk et al., 2018, all have discussed this need for further research in this area. They all feel that if a standard number of sessions of equine-assisted psychotherapy, which shows a reduction in PTSD symptoms, can be established, future studies will be easier to reproduce, strengthen its internal validity, and be able to be generalized across the mental health disorders. My hypothesis for this study is that when equine-assisted psychotherapy is added to the regular treatments that veterans are already receiving, EAP will help to reduce the severity of the symptoms that veterans are experiencing. The null hypothesis states that when equine-assisted psychotherapy is added to the regular treatments that veterans are receiving for PTSD, it will have no effect on reducing the severity of their symptoms. The design of the study will be a quantitative, longitudinal, between-group experimental field design utilizing pre-treatment, post-treatment assessments like the PCL-M to monitor symptom change and to evaluate the effectiveness of EAP. My sample would consist of 50 veterans of various ages, genders, cultures, socioeconomic statuses, and who are physically able to interact with the horses and who are currently receiving treatment in either the local VA clinic or in private clinical settings. I would assign these veterans to either the treatment group, those who are receiving EAP along with their regular treatments, or the control group, those veterans who will only be receiving their regular treatments using randomizer software such as Random Picker. All sessions will be conducted over the course of 3 2-hour sessions per week for 12 weeks. The independent variable will be the equine assisted psychotherapy, and the dependent variable will be the severity of symptoms of PTSD in veterans. At the end of 12 weeks, I will analyze the data using an independent samples t-test to determine whether there is statistically significant evidence at a p-value of less than 0.05 to either accept or fail to reject the null hypothesis. As this type of therapy is conducted outside, surrounded by nature, I will be able to show my clients evidence of God's greatness by utilizing His book of nature and the natural world, as well as through the Bible, tapping into their spirituality. This will be a welcome addition as there is a movement by the Department of Defense and the Veterans Administration to take a more integrated, holistic approach to health care. By integrating the biological, psychological, social, and spiritual aspects of well-being, the whole person is addressed. As counselors, we are compelled to walk alongside our clients on their journey to a more complete, fulfilling, and purposeful life. This is exemplified in Proverbs 25, where it states, "The purposes of a person's heart are deep waters, but one who has insight draws them out." This is exactly what counselors do. They provide insights and can delve deep into their clients' hearts and help them find their purpose in life. Well, this brings us to the end of my research proposal, and Angel and I would like to thank everyone for viewing it, and we hope you enjoyed it. And if you have any questions, you can please send them to the email that is listed in the proposal. And until next time, I wish you all the best.